Hi guys, and welcome to Visual Basic tutorial of a stock control system. Alright, let me show you guys how this works. Right here we have all the information of Kim Carey, that's the customer, and here the order, they telling us if the order is still valid or not. And right here we have the details of Kim Carey. We should be able to see all Kim Carey's details right here. And right here, let's move this. There we go. That is the details of Kim Carey. Okay, let me go back in there. And we also have the details, all of this information. We should be able to see it right on the database itself, Access database. I'm going to make this database available for you guys, but for now I'm going to close, just minimize that. And that's how it works. So we can reset and add new stock details there. So in here we have 120 stock level, and let's say we're going for about 22, and the remainder is telling us that enter order ID, customer details, and here the name. So let's say the name is South. That's the name, and the Southern Way lives in 1 Milky Way. There we go. So right here, that's where is he entitled to a discount. Let's say about 5%. Account debit, and right here paying by Visa card. So on sales, no. So all we then need to do is just to hit on total. There we go. And as you can see, record is saved. The full tutorial will be made available shortly. And let's exit out, guys, and start a new project. There, I'm going to click on create new. Just for your information, I'm using Visual Studio 2022. Now select Visual Basic in the template here, click on next. Give your project a name. I'm going to call that VB underscore stock system, and click on create. Okay, my development environment is ready, so I'm going to click on the properties, and right here let's change the size of the font to 1386 by 788. There we go. Now, because I'm going to be using database, I'm going to come straight into the project right here. Just click on the project. Let's go to manage NuGet package. Click on that. What I want to do in here is to install the OLEDB. So just click on browse in there, enter OLEDB. Okay, that's the object linking and embedding database. So I'm going to select the standard data OLEDB, click on that, and we need to get it installed. That's installed there, click on install, and now it's installing. And next click on OK. There we go. So we now have the system, the object successfully installed. So I'm going to go back to my design view. So inside my design view right here, if you double click on the form, we might as well just import the system.oldb. So come right here, right above the public, I'm going to say import system.data.oldb. Now I've connected the database connector onto my system. So let's go back to my design view, and this one I don't really need this NuGet anymore, so exit out. Now let's go straight into the toolbox here. Right here in the toolbox, I need tab control. That is the tab control. You can double click on that, and that is it on the system. Now select the tab control, just drag it as much. That we do, and bring it right down. That's fine. Now, while this tab control is selected, let's go straight to the properties. You see where we have the tab page, click on that and change the first tab here. That is the text. Let's change that to stock control. There, and the second one, select the second one and change that to invoice details. There we go. Okay, the other thing is, you see the background? I'm going to change the background. Let's change that to cadet blue. Alright, so I'm going to change the background of the other one, of the first tab, to cadet blue as well. Or you can just copy that here, copy, and come right here. There we go. Click on OK. Now, that's the first one, stock control and invoice details. Inside the invoice details, I might as well just go ahead and add my data grid view. I need a data grid view here. Just drag it that much and bring it right down. So data grid view is sorted. So let's go back to the stock control tab itself. There, click on that. Right here in the stock control tab, I need the following. Go back to the toolbox. I need a plane. There we go. So just drag the plane that much. Just let it fill up the whole screen, and yeah, something like that, and just bring it down a little bit more. Now, because the plane has inherited the background color of the tab control, I'm going to change that to control. Control is the default name. So there we go. That is it right there. So that's good enough for me. Now back in here, go back to the toolbox. I'm now going to change the border style. I'm going to change it to fix 3D, and you should see a black line around it. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I want to grab hold of the toolbox. We need a label. There, we need, let's bring that down. We need the combo box, and I'm going to need text box as well. Scroll right down for text box. There, these three objects that I have on the system, select it all, and let's come right here, the toolbox. Let's change. I'm going to leave this one separate. Just these two label on the text box. I'm going to change the size, the font size, to something readable. So make that bold, and I'm going to make that maybe about 22. Click on OK. Now bring this here. Now this very one here, I'm going to change the details of that to product ID. There we go. And let's copy this now. Hold on to the control, click and drag. This one that I've just copied, I'm going to go back to the toolbox, delete that, and scroll right up. I've deleted the text. Scroll right up, see where we have auto size. I'm going to change that to fix 3D. And the border style, I'm going to change that to fix single. Auto size is false. Sorry, auto size false. Border style fix single. There. And this combo box, I'm going to change the size of the font on that combo box to 14, because I'm going to need some room to get that done properly. Make that bold as well. There. Okay, that's fine. So let's copy this now. So select both labels, and just hold on to your control, click and drag. We have two. We have 4. Need some rooms. Okay, select it all. I'm going to need about 10 of those here. Hold on to the control, click and drag. Now we have 8. I just select these 2. We have 10 right here. There we go. Something like that. But we're going to move this one out of the way. We want the combo box right there. And we also need to move this out of the way. We want the text box right there. Just drag. There we go. Now over here we want to labels, and we also need 2 labels here. 2 labels and a combo box. So those 2 labels goes right here. Combo box here. And then we need date time. Okay, the date time picker should be right on top. Let's bring this down. Date time picker here. Alright, good. Let's change the size of that date time picker to maybe 14. 14 bold. Okay. In as much as we can read the date, that is fine for me. Very good. We're getting somewhere. Looking good so far. Now I'm going to add another panel right here. Just take it down all the way. Now properties, border style, change that to fixed 3D or fixed single. Okay, fixed single is fine, and the background will be cadet blue. Add another panel. I can copy this anyway. Hold on to the control, click and drag, copy. I'm going to reduce everything about this one. Just bring it in. There. Change it back color of that to control. There, done. That is good. I'm also going to copy this. Hold on to the control, click and drag, paste it right there, and reduce it. Something like that. And bring this near a little bit more. Now let's drag it up. There we go. Alright, here I need 5 labels. Hold on to your control. Copy, click and drag. Drop it here. There. I need 2 combo box, 1 and 2. Then I need 3 text box, 1, 2, 3. This will be for the address. Just drag it that much. Click on this little triangle there so that we can extend the address. There we go. That's nice. And up here we need 4 labels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it here. And we need, I think that's going to be 4 or 3 labels. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to need that as well. So there we go. Now bring this right down and move all of this up. There. Okay, here we need 1 panel. Let's bring the panel here, dump it right there. Change the back, the border style, fixed 3D. No, fixed single. I keep saying fixed 3D. Okay, fixed single. Right. And I need 3 labels in there. 1, 2 and 3. Click, drag, drop. Extend this a little bit more. Okay, so in here we need 3 combo box, 1, 2 and 3. That's good. Okay, now underneath here we need buttons. Grab all of one button. We have one there. Change the font of that button to something much more readable. I'm gonna make it maybe about 40 bold. There we go. Change the text content of that to exit. Variable name, that is going to be btn exit. There. And let's copy that. Hold on to the control, click and drag. I'm going to need one more. Hold on to the control, click and drag. Change this one to btn total. Text content on it is going to be known as total. There. This is going to be, let's change that to reset. Variable name will be btn reset. There we go. That's nice. Okay, and right here we're gonna need labels. Okay, we need some rooms. 1, 2, 3. Grab all of those 3, drag, hold on to the control, click and drag. Alright, so we now need 3. Yeah, 3 labels in there. Bring it down here. Yeah, that's good enough. Select all of this and just position it properly. Okay, we need to change the details of this. That's going to be for tags. So let's come right down here. That becomes tags. And the label right opposite it, so we change that to LBL tags. There. This is going to be known as LBL subtotal. The label is going to be subtotal. And this is going to be known as total. While this is going to be known as LBL total. This one is subtotal. That is fine. So I've finished with this part of it. So that is okay. Right here, let's take care of this one. This is going to be CMB product ID. Underneath will be product name. Change this one to LBL product name. And this is known as product name as well. Let's make sure this is product name. No, it's just product. We need name there. And here, that will be description. That is description. And the label right in front of it, that is going to be LBL description. There. I suppose you guys get the whole idea. So I'm going to speed this up because it's going to take some time. And you should be able to put that together yourself. Let's just run it and you see how that looks like. Right there, guys, that is how it's looking. So I'm going to speed up the naming of all of these components, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay guys, the naming is completed. So looking at each of these labels, and that will be the names for each of these other labels, but those ones they do have their own variable names. For example, this one is discount, so this one becomes CMB discount. This is a label here, number of item, that becomes LBL, number of item, and so on. So I'm going to exit out and just let's put together some lines of code for exit and resets before we go into the database connectivity. So double click on exit button, and right in there, the choice is yours. You can use try cache, and let's just say dim. The try cache is just to take care of whatever error that we might run into. So dim I exit as dialog result, and that is it right there. Okay, we have the dialog results. We'll come down here and just say I exit, that will be equals, let's enter message box in there, message box dot show the following. So that is going to be, let's just say confirm there, confirm if you want to exit, comma. I'm going to now enter the title for its stock, it's just its stock control, and next is going to be message box buttons. So I'm going to select, the method will be yes or no, comma, then message box icon. Let's scroll right down, as the icon. So the icon that I'm going to be using is going to be the question mark. That's fine. So now let's use conditional statement here. If I exit is equals dialog results dot yes, then we want the following, application dot exit. Of course, you can always use just application exit, but in this case the system will actually prompt you to confirm your intention. That is the whole idea of this. Now let's come right here, let's double click on resets. With the reset, I'm going to start by saying CMB ID dot selected index, that will be equals 0. That's my selected index. The next one is going to be LBL products, that should have been product, okay, product name dot text, that is going to be equals that. Clear. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other one, description, LBL description, paste. Let's copy this and just paste it there. Okay, it's already copied, so delete this one. LBL stock level, paste. LBL reorder level, paste. And LBL out of stock, paste. LBL number, no, that should be TXT now, TXT number of order, clear. Then we have LBL the cost, paste. LBL that to be reorder date, then LBL action taken. There we go. Now we also have LBL validate from, then we have LBL reminder, that is it here. Then I have let's go for LBL date expires. No, it's not an LBL, that is a date and time, so I'm going to leave that alone. So let's go for tax. LBL subtotal, LBL total. There we go. Then this one here, I don't think there's any name for this. Let's come in here. There is no name. I must have left that out. That should have been CMB on sales. There we go. And this is going to be date time picker, so let's just call that DTP date expires. There we go. Alright, so let's grab hold of this, copy that back in our code here, paste that here. That's going to be, let's select this, paste that right there. Now we also have the following. Let's take care of CMB order ID. Okay, I don't have order ID, so that will give me an error. So dot there. So let's come in here. I need to give that a name as well. CMB order ID. That is for, oh, this is, oh, I call it D instead of B. Okay, then change that to B. And this is going to be, no, it's not a D, it's a B. That is why I couldn't see them. This has no name. This is discounts. CMB discount. Okay, this one, they all have a name. No, this has no name. CMB pay method. Okay. Now let's just complete the, so pay method, copy, paste. CMB customer ID, paste. CMB discount, paste. CMB sales, paste. Okay, CMB payment method. Oh, we already have payment method. CMB product ID. Okay, they are all in place now. That's good. So that is my reset. Okay, that's my reset. So I'm going to copy this, the name of this reset, just copy it, and I'm going to place that inside my form load. So when the form load, that should refresh your system. Double click on the form, paste that in there, get rid of the object. We just want it to be sender E, and get rid of the as argument, and that's it. So what will happen here is you automatically actually call the reset. That is good. So nothing is happening so far, so I'm going to run it now. So the only bit that should work will just be the reset and the exit. Okay guys, I ended up with an error, and the reason being because there is no data in here. So let's exit out all of the combo box, because the selection I made while I reset, or when I reset, is 0. There's no value in there. So let's go back in here and we take care of those first. So this very one, you come in here, select that, and the 0 value is going to be select. Let's just select, okay, pro.id. ID. There we go. Okay, so that's my index 0 in there. And this one is going to be select an ID as well. But then let's finish up the rest of the ID in here. Come back in here and enter the following IDs. Okay, that is the ID for that. And here there's a very easy one here. Come in here, the discount, select the discount, and the default value of that discount will be 0 anyway, so we can always put a 0 in there. So that will be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. There. Let's add a discount in there. Oh, sorry, the default value, that was 0. Okay, now number of sales, so we can just select that as well. Come in here and let's say no sales. Then the next one is, let's call this not on sales, and this, the next one we just say on sales. There we go. I'm going to give it the default value of no sales. Okay, and so on guys. So I'm going to take care of the VAT, yes VAT, and no VAT. So let's come in here, no VAT, yes VAT, and over 65. Account type, let's enter that in here. There we go. Then we have method of payments, click on that. So that is that, pay method, click on OK, and let's see, I think that will be all. Let's take care of this ID, order ID, and there we go. That is order ID and the customer ID. Come right there, you can just make all of that up yourself, and that is it, done. Okay, so I think that's it all done. So I'm going to click on run. There we go guys. So supposing I select any of the components now, okay, just select any data in there, so I should be able to use the reset function now. So come right here and grab all of this as well. So click on reset. There, it actually default back to the 0 value. So that's fine. I'm going to exit out, and now let's go straight into the coding area. And right up here, I'm going to declare the following variable for the database connection. So let's start by saying dim con as new OLEDB connection. There we go. I'm also going to create one for CMD. That would be for the connection, for the command, OLEDB command. And let's create another one for the table. I'm going to call it DT data table as new data table. There we go. Then we need one for data adapter, so that is going to be, I said, dp as new OLEDB data adapter. There we go, and that's it. Now what I want to do next is, since all of these are in place, I'm going to create a function. So right underneath here, let's call that, let's say, private sub, and that's going to be view, I call it view DB, view database. And oh no, this is Visual Basic. Okay, that's it. Now I actually need my connection. So to get hold of where my database is, let's do this first. I'll be right back here. I'll come back here later on. So let's come in here. I'm going to open up this is where I save my database. This is where I save my projects, and this is for my database. This is the database I intend to use. It's called stock control. I'm going to copy that, and let's paste it right inside my folder here. There we go. I can close this. That's my folder with the database. Minimize that. Now I need the database connection, data connection, or connect to database, this very one. Click on that. Okay, and once the dialog pops up, this is it. The data source I'm using is Microsoft Access database file, so that is fine. Now to navigate where my database is, click on that, and let's look for my database in here. It's called VB system. There we go, and select the database. Click on open. Now here I'm going to test it out first. Yet the connection is succeeded. So let's go to advanced so that I can copy the location of my database, drag this, get it open, and right here, that's the location of my database right there. Look at it. So I want to copy this, copy there, and click on OK. Get rid of this admin, I don't need that, and click on OK again. There, and right here, this is my variable that I created, connect. I'm going to say connect dot connection string, and that is going to be equals, there we go, the connector that I copied, there we go, right there. Now I'm going to ask the system to open up connect.open. There we go. Now after that, we also need to get the command cmd, that is going to be equals connect.create command. Alright, so we've created that. Now the next thing is command, that will be dot command type, and this command type is going to be equals command type text, command type dot text. Now see this one here that I call data adapter, this very one here. So this very data adapter, I'm going to ask it to, let's say, command in there. This data adapter, I'm going to ask it to open up. So in here, let's say DP, that is going to be equals new OLEDB data adapter. So with the data adapter, we now need to specify an SQL statement in there. Let's say select from iStock. Yep, close that comma and enter the connections, and right underneath here I'm now going to say DP, that will be dot fill, and what are we filling in there? That's going to be the table, data table. Right, so we'll come down here now and let's grab hold of the data grid view, data grid view 1, dot data source, and the source that's going to be from DT data table. So we can now close our connection. So we say connection dot close. There. Enter parentheses. You see this very view data. I'm going to copy that and let's call that right in here inside form load. Okay. Now let's try it out. If the system works correctly, we should be able to see all of the data that we have in here. And let me show you guys the data in here. Let's double click on that and you should be able to see that right now. Enable, and let's come in here, double click on the table. I should be able to see this table on my data grid view right here. This data grid view, I should be able to see those information here right in here if it works fine. So let's close this table or close the database and let's run this system. Click on run. There we go. And there we go, guys. Click on that there. So my database is now connected to my project. Okay, so let's come back in here. So the other thing I want to do now is when I click in here, select any of these, I want it to populate all of these components with whatever, with the relevant information. And when I select this, the system should clear itself. Now since I have reset here, okay, so there's no point reinventing the wheel. I can just copy the name. Okay, copy the name of the procedure and let's come right in here. So let's start by double clicking on this. Okay, using an if statement. So I'm going to paste this here first and let's get rid of all of this. Then I will use an if statement to get it sorted. Alright, that is the reset. So here I'm going to say if cmb pro.id dot text, if that is equals, let's say select product dot id, then I want the following. Now come here, press enter, and if there. So that's my very first condition. Okay. Now for the others, copy this, paste, and in this case, if the selection made, if that is equals to let's look for the selection in here. Come in here, make sure it's selected, click on item, and that's it, the very first one. I might as well copy it all because I'm going to need it. Double click on there, paste this here. If the selection made is that, cut that off and put it right in here. Paste. So repeat the same for the, well, we repeat the same for the others when I'm ready. So let's come in here now. Then we want LBL cost, the text that is going to be equals, let's say, about £15 plus. There. Then LBL output stock, let's say that is going to be, let's go for about 5. It should be dot text. Paste. Next, LBL reorder level. Yeah, I'm gonna go for level. So let's say dot text equals, that should be around maybe 30. And this should be text. Then we have okay, let's go for description, or let's say LBL description dot text. Let's say that is maybe right, something like that. The next one, LBL stock level dot text. So we can say it's about 300 plus. What about the product name? LBL product name dot text equals rice. The description, let's say that is white grain. Then we say LBL item ordered. LBL item. Let's see, we don't have item order here, so I'm gonna have to check that out. So we say LBL now that's meant to be TXT number of objects dot text. No, it's going to be dot focus. We want dot focus. What is it? Set focus dot set focus. It's dot focus. Alright, that's fine. Now we need LBL reorder date the text that to be equals DTP dot text. There we go. Now the next one is date order. Grab all of this. LBL dates. We don't have date order. I need to check that out. Now let's say LBL valid form. There we go. All right, that's fine. So let's see. I'm going to comment these ones out for now. LBL date order has expired. We need date order. Okay, I'm going to run it first and just take it from there. That is date order. Good, it's right here. Select, there we go. And if I select that, oh, wrong spelling. Okay, I need to take off the D in there. Okay, that's good. That's good, it's working anyway. So this should be date order. And what is my date order called? It has no name, so that should have been LBL date order. Take that off, come back in here, double click, come right down. LBL date order, that is going to be equals this. Paste. So that's fine. And this one is going to be, take that D off. And we also need LBL, that will be date order, or what is it called? LBL item ordered. Is it item ordered? Okay, let's go back in here and just verify the names right here. Item ordered. Copy that, and we're gonna need this as well. Number of item. Okay. And that item order, that will become whatever name of the item is. Let's say it's rice. There we go. Then we have LBL number of order. The text, that is going to be, let's say 30 there. C equals, there should be an equals there. All right. Okay, that should take care of that. So if I run it now, let's see how that's going to work. Okay, so let's try this out. There we go. That is fine. So we can select this and we click on reset there. Okay, we need to reset 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's check out their names. I believe we do have 1 and 2 here, and copy that. There's this one, date ordered as well. Okay, and let's change the font of data order to something manageable as well. Okay, come right in here, so we can just say LBL date ordered dot text, that's equals there, and the other two, just enter them in there and just get rid of them. Alright, So that should take care of the resets. Okay, so we now need to come back in here, grab hold of this, copy all of that, and we change it around. We have 4 more to go, so come right down here, paste, change the name of this, grab the name, cut, paste. Two more, and we change the details around, paste, paste, and paste. There we go. We need this, cut, paste, and cut this off, cut, paste, and finally cut. Get rid of this and paste for the last one. Alright, so we just need to change the data. Let's change that to whatever, and I'll get back to you guys. And that is it, all done. Okay, let's run it and see. Click on run. There we go, and that is fine, working as we want. There, and resets. Very good. So we've taken care of that. Now let's take care of this. When I enter whatever product I want in here, I want it to subtract and let me know what's going on in here inside the remainder. So let's come back in here, and we double click on the txt number of order. Right inside the number of order, let's create this following variable. I have Q, I have P, then I also have T. Those are the 3 variables I intend to use. They're going to be as double there. Okay, let's increase this so that you guys can see that come up. Now let's say LBL, number of item, dot text, that is going to be equals txt number of order dot text. Now let's say Q, that's equals double dot parse, and what are we passing in there? We're passing whatever we have inside the LBL stock level dot text. Then we have P, that is equals double dot parse as well, txt number of item. There we go. Now let's say LBL remainder dot text, that is going to be equals, let's convert whatever we have in there, dot to string, and what are we converting? We say Q subtract by P there, and T, if T equals, let's say T, and do that, that will be double, paste that in here, double dot, no, double remainder dot text. And using an if statement, if T is less than or equals to 2, Then I want LBL action dot text to do something. We can just say order more products. Okay, order more products, close that. Else no order required. No order required. There we go. Okay, the text box is taken care of, so let's run it and see. Alright, enter some product in here. So total is 120. So on the text box there, let's enter that. You see, 34 subtracted by this is 86. So that is fine. That's working fine. So everything there is working. Now we need to do one thing. We need to take care of the total. Okay, take care of the total. Okay, before I take care of the total, let me run it one more time. I just want to make sure everything is working how I want. There we go. And I enter whatever product in there, the amount of the number of order. That is fine. So all I just needed to do is to click on total. I should get the tax, subtract, and the total, subtotal, and total. Okay. So I need to take care of the total and and add all the data in here to the database. Now I want to take care of the total, so I'm going to exit out. And let's come in here, double click on the total button. It's right down here, double click on it. And right inside the procedural area for the total, I'm going to start by declaring as follows: dim I tax M J P S T as double. Okay, so now the very first thing I'm going to do is to use conditional statements. So let's say if CMD discount dot text, if the value is equals to 0, I want the following to happen. Then do as follows: M, let M store the value for the cost. M equals, let's say, double pass, and that is going to be LBL cost dot text. There we go. So whatever we have inside this very label is now stored inside M. Now for J, say J, that will be equals, I'm going to grab hold of this, paste it right there. So that is going to be txt number of order dot text. That is J. Now for the tax, I'm going to say tax will be equals M multiplied by J, and I then want to multiply that by 7.5. That's my tax. So let's do it this way. We'll close this up here and this here. Then we multiply everything there, and let's divide it by 100. There we go. So I'm going to group it all together now, this and this, group this together as well. Alright, that is the tax. So let's store this tax into my LBL tax. So I say LBL tax dot text, that will be equals, first of all I'm going to convert it to currency, so let's just say format. And what am I formatting? I'm actually formatting iTax, so whatever I see in there is now in pound sign. The next one is going to be LBL subtotal dot text, that is equals, let's get it formatted as well, format to currency, and that is going to be this right here. Get them multiplied. There we go. Now let's go for total. Copy this, paste it in there, and delete subtotal. That is the total. So in the case of total, is going to be M, okay, cost multiplied by the number ordered, then we then add the tax to it plus I tax. That takes care of the total, and that's for my zero discount. I just want to try this out. If it works as I want, I'll just have to copy and paste the rest. So let's run it and see. Run. Okay, now with the 0 is already selected as the default value, let's select any of these, enter how many we want in there, and here we don't really need anything there for now, so but I just enter something in there. Okay, now come right in here. We don't need any of this, just click on total. Let's see, there we go, that works. Yeah, that's fine. So let's exit out, and I'm now going to copy all of this, and I want to use it for my discount 5. If the discount is 5, do that. However, in the case of 5, we need to deduct that from subtotal and so on. So let's come right down here. So after the tax, I'm going to now say, let's say P, the variable P, that will be equals, let's say convert that to int 32, and that is going to be M multiplied by J. Okay, and we want to multiply that by 5, and then we divide it by 100. So close this up here, and just one more, close this here as well. So that should give me, that should actually give me my, yeah, discount, 5% discount. So that very 5% discount, I'm going to deduct it from J. So we say deduct P from J. There we go. Deduct P from J. Okay, if we deduct P from J, okay, let's see. Now, if that is done, we now want, let's come down here and just say ST that will be equals. I'm going to convert all of this. That's where we add that to. Okay, let's grab hold of all of this here. No, this, just this. And why I'm doing that again is because this is in currency format, so it will not work for this. So that is going to be converts to, okay. And do I really need to enter convert again? Let's come in there. That's double anyway, so I don't need to convert. I just need to add it here, but that's okay. Let's get rid of this. This is getting too much here, and yeah, that's it. Get rid of this as well. All right, so whatever we subtract from this is now added in here. So all we then need to do is we add it here. Okay, now to do that, all that we just need to do now is to add st here. Get rid of this. There we go, and that should give us the tax. Okay, that should give us the discount, 5% discount. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to now use it for 10% discount. Change this to 10. Then we have 15. Change that to 15%. We have 20. And we have 30%. No, 25%. There we go. Save that. Let's run that now and see how it's gonna work. Okay, so let's check this out, and let's go for, yeah, that's the amount we intend to order. I'm now going to add it with 0 there. Now let's go for 5%. This should reduce if it works. That reduce a great deal. Let's see, 10%. 10% is not working. 15, no. And 20, no. 25. Now let's see what I've done wrong. Go back to 5%. If this, oh look, this is 5. This ought to be changed. So we only have 5%. That's 0%, 5%. That will be 10%, 15%, 20, and 25%. 25. There we go. Oh no, 25. Yeah. Okay, so now that the corrections are made, so let's see now. I'm going to run it. Alright, let's get rid of that format, and okay, now that the correction is carried out, let's see. Yeah. Okay guys, let's have a look at the codes. Okay, I'm going to click on run. Let's see how that's going to look like now. Select an item. Enter how many you want. Let's check out 10% discount. Click on total. 100 plus 5. That's good. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's fine. 5. Yeah, we have that. And 10, 15. check this out. That's what I'm looking at, guys. Now 20, 25, let's see, 25, 25%. Let's go back to 20 and see 20 and 25. Okay, that's 25. Let's see 20 again, 20. All right, that's fine. Okay, then I'm going to exit out. There. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's exit out. And now the next thing that I want to do now is to go right underneath the total, and I want to make sure the total add my result straight onto my database. And to achieve that, first of all, I am going to enter try, just in case if I run into any problem. Let's get the system open, connection dot open, and let's say the command cmd, that will be equals the connection itself, connect dot create command, enter parenthesis, and I'm also going to say cmd dot command type, that will be equals the text equals command type dot text. There we go. Now the command type dot text, I'm now going to use that for my SQL statement. Let's come down here and say command dot type, that will be equals the following SQL statement. So in here I'm going to use, this should be text, command text, not type, command text. So that will be, yeah, that's right. Let's say insert into iStock, that's the name of my database with an S, the following product. So all of the product I intend to all of the fields that I intend to enter in there, I know the first one is product ID, comma, then I have product name, the description of the product, yeah, comma, then we have the stock level, then next one will be, let's go for order level. I'm going to press enter here, come right here, reorder level. All of these fields are actually from my database. You can, let me show you guys the database design view. Okay, there, those are the fields that I'm actually adding to my system now, and this database is available on my description area. You can just download it for free, it's right there. So the next one is going to be number of order. Okay, in total is 29, so I just enter what I remember, copy that. I can remember the other one, cost, comma, paste. So I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys shortly. Okay, the next thing now is we need to add the values that we need to enter in there. So I'm going to say values, and that is going to be, let's enter parentheses, then the first one is going to be, say, plus CMB. That is going to be for the pro.id, pro.id dot text. Okay, so we should okay, that's fine. Now let's come in here and say plus speech mark, comma, and another speech mark in there. So let's see values. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, and here let's say plus. No, let's copy this one. The next one is going to be, let me go for LBL pro.id, LBL pro.name, and we paste that there as well. No, that should be dot text. Right, so let's go straight to the, I'm going to go straight to the next line, and here I'm just going to get rid of that and press enter to go straight to the next line. So on the next line there, I'm going to now say an apostrophe, speech mark, plus, let's put quotes in there and a plus here for the next line, and I'll repeat the same thing here. So the next one, that should be LBL description dot text there, and so on. So I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys. Okay guys, that is it. So if you're wondering how come the error is gone, if there's space there will be an error there. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to close up that space, and that is it. So I now have everything. Yeah, that should be correct. So I'm going to save that. So those are all my data that I will use to store every single information straight onto the database. Okay, right underneath here, and I'll need to get the SQL statement. Let's say command dot execute non-query, and I will also need to close my connection dot close. Alright, and in here I'm going to now enter my exception statement in here. So let's come right here and just say message box dot show, let's say exception message, and that's it there. If there's any error, I also want you to close the database. There we go. And in here, let's copy this. I want it to display a message telling me the system is saved successfully. So I'm just going to enter as follows. Let's say record saved. Close that. I'm going to put a comma. Let's say stock control. That would be the title, and comma again, message box button dot OK, and comma again, message box icon. That will be for an information dot information. Yeah, put that on 2 lines. There we go. That's it. And that is all there is to it. All done. So I'm going to save that. Let's run it and see how that's going to work. Okay, let's try that out now. So, but you have to be careful. I miss out one or two of these apostrophe there, so I'll put them back now. So have a good look at the lines of codes for the database. Click on run. And we just enter some data in there. Hopefully there shouldn't be any problem. There we go. So let's enter some data here now. There, and let's say we want about 45. The name is Sammy Yola. And number 1, let's say how we there, and here discount 15, yes, debit, and it's on sales. So all we then need to do is click on total. If it's correct, there should be a message. There we go. Look at that, record saved. Now let's check here out. So we need, the name is Sammy Yo. Okay, let's come in here and check out Sammy Yo, and in here just tab to look for the names. There we go. Okay, Sammy is not here. I think I know why. I'm going to go back into my program here. Let's exit out. I was meant to call my database viewer here, so let's come back in here and just say, there we go. And that we should add the data straight onto this procedure here. So do that one more time. Run. There we go. Give that a try one more time. Select, enter, whatever, and the name is Zulove, something like that. And the name, the surname is Davis. Address 13. Let's say Exmoor way, something like that. There we go. Enter whatever in there and click total. There we go. Now let's check that out. It should be on my system. Let's come in here. The name is got to do with something to do with Yola. Let's come right here. I think it's there. There we go. That is it right there. Look at that. So the system is working. That's good. Now shows all my testing that I've carried out. Okay, that's fine. Now let's check out the database itself. Come right here. Double click on that. And we need names. Where is names? There we go. That's Zulove Davis there. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There's a lot of benefit for members. You all have a nice day now, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.